So, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to today's undergraduate offer holders webinar with AFG College and the University of Aberdeen. My name is Gary Mulholland, and I'll be spending a little bit of time just introducing you to many of the different staff members and students who you may get to meet over the coming years if you choose to join us, and we certainly hope that you will. So this is an outline of the session today. You'll see you get a chance to look at aspects of our programs, our staff, our support systems, and to ask any questions. And what's really important is that if you have any questions, please just type them into the chat room. Staff will try to answer them as we go through. That includes academic staff, and those that are really useful for others to hear about and to share. We'll bring those up at the end and have a quick discussion session to answer any questions that are outstanding. So again, welcome to the undergraduate study programs for AFG with the University of Aberdeen. Gary Mulholland, and I'm the head of school. So it's worth knowing a little bit about the background and the choice that you're about to make. It's a crossroads in your career, and making the right choice is really important to you now, as I'm sure you know. The University of Aberdeen has been here in Qatar for around 4 years in partnership. It's a unique partnership, and we're the first UK institution with a dedicated campus, and you'll get a chance to come and see that in person, hopefully in the future. But obviously you can look online and research the videos that we have available to help you understand that. The University of Aberdeen, though, has been around a little bit longer, around 526 years in fact, and you will get a chance to visit Aberdeen if you wish, should you join us this year. Because part of those programs is a chance to join Aberdeen, both in terms of studying there, also to go and graduate if you wish. So it's a really critical time for the University of Aberdeen, and it's a really exciting time for AFG College because we have plans, and we have plans to grow here in Qatar. You may find out about our phase 2 program and the purpose-built campus that we're planning, but also Aberdeen itself has got plans to remain a leading institution in the world of education with its own plan called the 2040 Vision. So the 2040 Vision actually is very similar to the 2030 Vision of Qatar, and it's about taking the heritage of Qatar, or taking the heritage of Aberdeen University, and growing it through human, social, economic and environmental development. So there are lots of consistencies in what we do with AFG College and the University of Aberdeen, but also what's happening here in Qatar. Maybe one of the most important things is this simple message. You know, why do we educate ourselves, and what makes Aberdeen University special in that way? And I think it's this point, it's the pursuit of truth in the service of others. And surely there can be no nobler ambition than to do that. So as a university, as a partnership, we have aspirations to grow ourselves, to become stronger in a number of different ways, and that partnership achieves these things. So for example, through our educational approach, we have around 20 staff here who are employed in Qatar permanently, AFG College staff, many of whom come from UK or world-class universities around the world. And they are actively engaged in research which meets and works with Aberdeen University. So it is a partnership of learning, and this is something you'll benefit from. We have inclusivity as part of our key aspirations, and that means that the classroom will be filled with students of all types and many different backgrounds, and so will the staff. They will come from other parts of the world, and they will have a knowledge and capability and awareness of business that will contribute to the staff and the students' experience in the classroom. We take an interdisciplinary approach, and that means that, you know, as is all business, the purpose of business, of course, is to create value. So whether or not you're an engineer, or you're a medic, you're an accountant, or you're interested in HR, ultimately the working together of people, that interdisciplinarity, is what brings about success in business. You do it well, you perform well. Amazon, great example of that. You do it differently, you may not perform quite so well. If you do it the same, the likelihood is you won't do as well either. So doing things differently in the future is about working differently with people. And ultimately, I guess it's about sustainability. And this, I know, is a big focus for CATA itself, sustaining its energy, sustaining its talent, sustaining its people, sustaining its future. And this is one of the areas in which business can play a significantly influential role. And that's part of what you'll do if you join us here to study undergraduate business programs. Just one last thing. We are dealing all the time with the world as it is today. So being 525 years old is important because we've learned things from the past, and we've done that very well for a long period of time. But the truth, of course, is it's the decisions that we make today and tomorrow that will have a real impact on the success or failure of our institution and the success and failure of yourself in your careers. Making the right decision is important. We hope that as a consequence of this webinar, that and the questions that we can answer for you, you'll be reassured that you'll be in safe hands with AFG College. Now, there are 5 key areas around which Aberdeen University are focused, and again, these reflect very closely to those ambitions within CATA: energy transition, health and well-being, inclusivity and cultural diversity, the environment, and the final one, which I think all young people know better than I, is the world is going to be different in the future. Decisions that have been made will not necessarily be made by human beings, but the human beings will have an involvement in designing how machines, through artificial intelligence and big data, will be making decisions for us. So that's what makes Aberdeen special. We've done a really successful job for many, many years, and AFG Partnership now is keen to move this forward here in CATA with Aberdeen and to make the right decisions for the future. So what we're going to do next is show a short video, a little bit about how we're taking care of our students here on campus. And after that, one of my colleagues, Dr. Fiona Robson, who's the head of discipline for business management, will pick up the presentation and tell you more about the programs and degrees that you'll be able to enroll with should you choose to join us. I'll be coming back at the end to answer any questions if you wish me to. I'm here all summer as well, so if you want to come and speak to me in person, please feel free to contact me.
AFG College with the University of Aberdeen is ready to welcome students for the academic year 2020 to 2021. In creating a safe and enjoyable campus experience for our students, we are committed to providing you with physical distancing measures, and enhanced hygiene procedures will be in place to help protect our community. Our team will be available to help you at every step of your journey. Our support services are currently operating, offering impartial and confidential advice on a range of issues, including personal, academic, and more. Our students are our main priority. We're adapting our teaching spaces, library, student spaces, and gyms in line with physical distancing guidelines, so you can still enjoy campus life and the sense of community. We understand how important on-campus learning is to you. We will ensure you receive the same high-quality Aberdeen student experience, albeit delivered differently, bringing you world-class education. Your safety is our concern.
Thank you, Gary, for your introduction and for that really useful video. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Fiona, and as Gary mentioned, I'm Head of Discipline for Business and Management. So it's my pleasure today to tell you a little bit about the programmes, but also give you some advice about how to be successful and to reassure you around how we help you with your studies. So you'll see that we have 5 programmes. Some of you may have already decided which one you're the most interested in, but there may also be people here today that haven't quite made that decision. If you're interested in accountancy and finance, we have a specialist programme in that area. And if you are interested overall in business management, and actually you really want to learn about all of the different areas of business, we would recommend to you our business management programme. We also appreciate that there will be some of you that may want to develop expertise in more than one area. So you want to learn about business and the key areas, but actually you have a second interest. And that's where our remaining 3 programmes might be really interesting for you. So we have Business Management and Information Systems, Business Management and International Relations, and then brand new in September, we're delighted to be launching our Business Management and Legal Studies programme. So I thought that you might like to see what you would study if you hopefully decide to join us. So in your first year, all students do 2 courses the same, which is Academic Practice for Study and English for Academic Purposes. And that's so that we can make sure that you've got all of the study skills that you need to be successful across all of your courses. So we think that they're so important that all of our students do it. Then you will see that for most of the programmes, your first year is about introducing you to those key areas of business. So for example, finance, management, culture, society and business. If you join us to do the information systems, international relations or legal studies, you will see that you also do some courses in first year which are specific to that area of the programme. In the second year, there are a couple of common courses. So the first one is marketing, which students normally really enjoy, and understanding statistics. And then you can see that by the nature of the courses that you're starting to do some more of the specialist courses, particularly in information systems, international relations and legal studies. So a really nice combination of courses that are split over 2 semesters. By the time you reach your third year, this is when you really start to specialise in the degree that you're studying with us. So on accountancy and finance, you can see the specialist courses, for example, corporate finance, audit practice, financial accounting. On business management, you will do ethics and CSR, new venture development, which is very popular with students, understanding the consumer, and also the specialist modules for the remaining 3 degrees. So you're still getting some business management, regardless of which programme you're on, but also a lot more of the specialist modules. And then in your final year, as you would probably expect if you have researched the Scottish system, that most of you will do a smaller number of courses because you also do your dissertation on most of the courses. And that's the really big piece of work at the end of the programme, where you do an independent piece of study on the topic that you want to choose. So we've designed the programmes really carefully across the 4 years to build on from each other and to really help you to get the skills and experience that you'll need. So one of the questions that we normally get asked is about assessments. And what we try to do is have a variety of assessments. So there will be some exams, but also essays, presentations, posters, etc. And that's really good from a student point of view, because it means that even if there's one type of assessment that you find a little bit tricky, there are lots of others that hopefully you will find a bit more straightforward. They take place throughout the semester, so not just at the end of the course. They are normally individual, but we also have some group assessments where you'll be working with other students to produce one piece of work between you. We give you really detailed instructions about assessments, and we also give you lots of opportunities to get feedback and to ask us questions so that you can be sure that you've understood what we're asking you to do. One of the things about university, however, is that deadlines are really strict at university, so it's really important that you manage your time so that you don't hand in anything late. So for some of you, you might be thinking about what is different about coming to university, so whether you're coming from school or college. And I think the number one thing is that you have more independent study. So you will have hours in the classroom with myself and my colleagues, but there's also work that you will need to do at home, whether that is reading or doing case studies or undertaking research. So you have a lot more responsibility for your own learning. For some of you, you'll be doing assessments that you haven't done before. So poster presentations may be new to you, but we will help you with that. And you do have to get good at managing your time. We fully understand it and respect that some of you may have jobs and therefore have a lot to fit in. So managing that time is really crucial. And I guess feedback from students would be that the number one thing that they notice about university is that we don't just expect you to repeat what we've told you. It is about you making up your own mind, evaluating different sources of evidence and coming up with conclusions. So we're looking for you to read what other people have written and to think about the strengths and the weaknesses and what you think could have been done better. There is more group work, and because we understand that a lot of these things will be new to you, that's why we have those skills modules in year one. If you're joining us at a later year group, you will also get some specific help to help you settle into university life. So how will we support you? We will give you a comprehensive programme of lectures, workshops and tutorials. We'll help you with your assessments and give you useful feedback that will help you to improve your work. You'll have a personal tutor who's somebody that you can go and talk to if there's anything that you're concerned about or if you want to share some good news with us. We have a student hub, a dedicated library and a really innovative employability programme, but I'm not going to say much about them because my colleagues will tell you all about the work that they do soon. So that's what we'll do to support you. What do you need to do to be a successful student? First of all, attend your lectures, workshops and tutorials. There's a really high correlation between attendance and performance. Ask lots of questions. Participate in class discussions because that's how we know whether you've understood something or we need to do it in a different way. To work collaboratively with people. And you won't always be working with your friends, so you will make new friends and you will be working in diverse groups. Take opportunities to get feedback, to make your work better, to do lots of reading, to share your ideas with us, and also to take part in our extracurricular activities because we do want you to have fun and to enjoy yourself as well as all the studying. And then finally, I just wanted to give an introduction to our faculty. So as you can see from just some of the flags on here, we are a truly global faculty. Most of you will probably realise that from my accent, I represent the English flag there. And we all come with a really interesting range of backgrounds. We've all taught in universities across different countries, written many books, journal articles, consultancy reports, very experienced at teaching in the classroom and bringing to life for you the theory, but also sharing with you our professional experiences to help you make sense of it. And I know all of my colleagues are really looking forward to welcoming our new students in September. So now I would like to pass over to Tommy, who's going to tell you all about the work of the Student Services.
Thank you, Fiona. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the UG Offer Holder webinar. My name's Tommy, and I head up the Student Services Department. So currently in the Student Services Department, we have 6 members of staff, including myself. We have 2 student advisors, a disability and wellbeing officer, an attendance officer, and an events coordinator. So the Student Hub is located in Villa 2 on campus, and students can either visit us in person or they can contact us through email or phone. The Student Hub is there to support students throughout their studies and act as a first point of contact. If there's something that we're not able to help you with, then we'll be able to signpost you to the right department or member of staff who will be able to assist. So as you can see from the slides, we can offer advice on both academic and non-academic issues. Academic such as course program registration, coursework submission, extenuating circumstances and timetabling, and non-academic such as student welfare, student clubs, events and workshops. So you'll see on the slide some of the services that we provide. We can issue student letters, confirmation of studies, transcripts, GPA letters. They could be requested through the Student Hub. For those students that are sponsored by their company, we can provide reports on grades, progression and attendance to your sponsor. Attendance monitoring. So attendance is compulsory at our tutorials, and we ask that you inform us for any reason if you're not able to attend due to health reasons, so that you're not penalised. Online services such as My Aberdeen, Blackboard and your Student Hub account. We can help with username and password setup. Gary mentioned earlier that students do have the opportunity to spend either a semester or a year in Aberdeen, and we can help with the process for that, or if you require further information. And then lastly, but not least, our events, student clubs and events. This is external, internal, trips, guest speakers and workshops. And our events coordinator works closely with our student reps and our ALSA team to organise a smooth running of that. So that is just a small overview on some of the services offered by the Student Hub, and we look forward to seeing you all in September. I'll now pass you on to Abdullah, one of our accountancy and finance students. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tommy. Thank you. First of all, I would like to start off with talking about the university. Well, the University of Aberdeen is actually one of the most prestigious universities in the UK, and having the opportunity to receive high-quality British education while staying in Qatar has actually been a blessing. When I wanted to apply to the university, I actually received great guidance by the admissions office on how to get all the requirements needed in order for me to run my application as smooth as possible. And well, studying in this university has actually been preparing me for the finance industry. And in the past 3 years, I was able to learn new things that would actually prepare me for the practical aspect of the industry. The instructors are more than welcoming and friendly when any students need help and support, and from personal experience, I could say that they would actually take from their personal time to help out. Now, as for the co-curricular activities, the university provides us with co-curricular activities such as the CFA and the QSE competition against other universities in Qatar. And the instructors would provide us with a lot of support, which we would need, which actually led my team and I to win the local CFA competition. Now, throughout the semester, apart from the lectures, there are also weekly tutorials provided by the Qatar campus, which help students apply the theory from what has been taught in the lectures. Now, the instructors in this university, or AFG, make sure that they give us detailed feedbacks attached with our results on assignments in order for us to overcome any upcoming mistakes in any upcoming assignments. Now, as for the overall experience, I would like to say that these past 2 years have been challenging. However, it could not have been done without the support of any of my instructors, which I would like to thank, of course. And I really can't wait to start my 4th and final year of this learning journey, which would just be the beginning of my finance career. I would like to pass on to my colleague now.
Thank you. Now, to avoid just some general kind of overlapping, looking at it from a very kind of first year perspective, we were able to kind of really have a very smooth process coming in, and that transition from high school content to university level content was really made simplified and was given to us in very digestible chunks, which I felt was, you know, I would never felt like I was being overwhelmed. I was always being engaged, and I always felt like I was being active and pushed to kind of learn more, broaden my readings, my education, and just my overall general knowledge on not only just academic-based topics, but to go out of my way to go and learn more about the general world and what was happening around us from a business perspective. In terms also of when you start the program, you are given a very warm introduction, which for us was a week-long period where we were able to socialize with each other in a very socially distanced manner. We were able to meet each and every different professor at the time. what everyone was specialized in, and we were also given everything we needed to successfully and warmly enter the program, which I think is a very fabulous thing and something not many universities are able to do successfully. And to do it as successful as Aberdeen has been able to do it during COVID, in a place where a lot of universities have struggled to adapt, I think is a very, very strong position Aberdeen has put themselves in. So overall, to just kind of sum up the points I've been making, Aberdeen has been able to provide a fabulous experience to the students from a first year perspective, and going into my second year, I'm very excited to not only learn more about the courses I've been assigned with, but also just kind of really to be able to have a lot more fun and be able to meet a lot more students. And hopefully I'll be continued to be pushed and I will be having a lot more enjoyable experiences. But I shall now be passing you over to our very infamous and loving Korean internships manager, Miss Gina. Thank you.
Thank you, Samir. Always great to hear from our students, giving the perspective about the experience here at AFG College with the University of Aberdeen. My name is Rena. I'm responsible for the student careers and employability services, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about the services and how you can benefit from it through your journey with us. As undergraduate students, you might be all here for a common goal to pursue your bachelor's degree. However, when it comes to thinking about your careers and your jobs later on when you graduate, you might have different goals, different aspirations and ideas of where you want to be or what you want to do later on. So our role is divided in three main pillars that will help you navigate those decisions. And first of all, we help you explore what you can do with your degrees during your studies and after you graduate. Second, we help you develop the skills that are important for employers in today's world. And third, we help you connect with the job market through different events and opportunities. There are different ways of how we can support you in exploring your options. You can have one-on-one appointments with myself or a range of career advisors in Aberdeen as well. You also have a variety of online resources that are available for you via our website to explore more the options of career path depending on your values, personality, skills, and so on. And also when you start working on developing your written applications for jobs, creating your CVs, or even practicing for an interview for a job, we are here to support you in those areas and to provide you with guidance and feedback. Developing your skills outside the classroom is also an important aspect of university life. Why? Because once you graduate, any of the employers or the businesses, anywhere you'd like to go, people are looking for successful graduates who have interpersonal skills, problem solving, leadership, teamwork, communication. So all of these skills, you can learn it in the classroom, but you can also practice it and apply it through different co-curricular activities that we happily provide to all students from year one until their final year. So as you can see, there are several programs that are available that you can be part in, such as becoming a career service ambassador or participating in the Aberdeen Employability Boost Award. You'll hear from employers about sector insights. We also have a leadership academy that we present twice a year where you can improve your leadership skills. And we have a unique program for career mentoring where we connect you to mentors in real life jobs that can provide you with their expertise and experience. We currently use Career Connect as a platform across Aberdeen and Qatar campus. And this platform, you can access it with your username for the university once you receive it. On that platform, we announce the different events that you can take part in, the vacancies and internships. As you can see, this is a list of some of the companies that shared with us their internships, full-time jobs, opportunities, and part-time vacancies, as well as the graduate employment programs. We host different career events, such as the career fair and job webinars that you are welcome to attend and explore the different careers that you are interested in. We always like to see our students succeed and be part of different local and regional competitions. So we always share with you via email the different events that are happening in Qatar that you can be part in. For example, one of the recent participations that our students took part in is Injaz Job Championship, where 2 of our students were in the winning team and have a chance to take part in an internship in Germany with Volkswagen for 3 weeks. So unique experiences when you become a student at AFG with the University of Aberdeen. This is basically, in a nutshell, what we offer. I won't give you more details, but we're happy to have you come to Villa 5 or to contact us via phone and email. Thank you so much. And coming up next, the important information that you need to know about the admissions process presented by Khaled.
Thank you very much, Lina. Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Khaled. I'm the Student Outreach Officer and Course Advisor for the University of Aberdeen here in Qatar. And we're talking about what's next as offer holders here. So a lot of you now have already received your offer, and some have received unconditional and conditional offers. So if you receive a conditional offer, you need to check the summary of the offer and see if you've met the conditions. And if you haven't, you need to meet them before the 8th of August. For the unconditional offer holders, that's fine. You just need to move on to the next, which is to pay the registration fees, the 2,100 Qatari riyals by the 15th of July. The same thing for the conditional offer holders as well. You need to pay it by the 15th of July. Finally, after satisfying all the conditions, you have to pay the first installment before the 15th of August in order to be cleared for our registration. So the steps to enroll: you need to accept your offer, satisfy the conditions, pay the registration fees, pay the first installment for the tuition fees, start the IT registration, and finally the academic induction. So some of the important dates that you need to write down are: the registration fees need to be done by the 15th of July. The first installment needs to be completed by the 15th of August. The IT registration and academic induction week is going to be held between the 12th and the 19th of September 2021, and you'll start your course on the 26th of September. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, please post it in the Q&A section, and I'll direct it to the correct individual that you need to speak with on it. Doesn't seem like there'll be any questions, so I'll pass it over to Dr. Gary. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon.
So just to finalise and say thank you, all of you that have attended today. We hope that we've been able to answer your questions and give you good reasons to come and join us in September, and that you'll have heard also from Samir and Abdullah. Big thank you for both of you for sharing your experiences about what it's like to be a student here at AFG College with the University of Aberdeen. I think I'll just briefly say, education is a roadmap to your futures, and for both Samir and Abdullah, what they have done in the short time they've been with AFG College and the University of Aberdeen is they have used this as an opportunity to demonstrate to many other people just how valuable they are to society by winning prizes and engaging in competitions and demonstrating the sort of leadership that will help them to find work in the future, and not just to become employed, but probably to become employers. I have absolutely no idea, no doubt that both Samir and Abdullah are going to be business leaders of the future, and just want to say a big thank you for taking part in that session today. If there are any questions from any of the attendees, the offer holders, you're able to contact us at any time through the admissions office. We'll answer those as best we can. Some of the staff will be available over the summer, and you may wish to contact them to come and speak to them. Obviously, time is short, you have to act quite quickly, but we'd just like to say thank you very much for all of you who have joined us today, and also for all the staff that have contributed to making the last 4 years a great success for the college. And thank you very much. Stay well.